Okay, so like this event, I hope you all got the link for the RSG Hyderabad link. Got it? Okay, so this is an event comes yearly, and Suresh and Vijay is the host for this event, and we have a seminar series which is coming on every month or every couple of weeks. We conduct sessions for running up to that event. So really request all the people who's in from Hyderabad take this as an opportunity to register and get into networking and learn from leaders on the session. So now I wanted to invite Sudhindra for our session today. And I'm really very happy and proud to invite Sudhindra. He's an GCC leader with 2 decades of agile leadership experience, working in different big organizations. Moreover, that really a true leader is empowering others, and he has got a participation in recently conducted India AI Impact event at New Delhi. And I would really excited to listen from him on what's in store for us. So over to you, Sudhindra.
Can
Sudhindra,
everyone
I
hear me?
think would that okay that I'll spotlight you so that everybody will get to see
Sure,
you.
sure,
Would
sure.
that be better? No,
Absolutely.
that's
Yeah.
good. Thank you. Give me a second. Yes,
I hope everyone can hear me.
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
I think Pramod undersold RSG Hyderabad.
Maybe true, true. Maybe if you
Yeah,
can, because I just heard from you that you just said about your experience and you said goosebumps of last year RSG. Please.
I have them now. RSG Hyderabad has been the seed for my accelerated growth in the last 2 years. I mean,
Wow.
work-wise, I'm doing good, great, but never did anything outside work. I traveled all the way. I hope it's okay if I take a couple of minutes to share my
Absolutely okay.
RSG
Absolutely
story.
okay. Yeah.
Um, I traveled all the way from Chennai to Hyderabad. I think RSG 28. I don't remember RSG Hyderabad 28. 2018, sorry, not 28. 2018 was my first RSG. Um, and there was a session on open house where you are allowed to share your own ideas. And that was the engine for my trial and error, right? So I quickly conducted a game, um, and I got almost 18, 19 participants. And I can't forget the the happiness I had back then. Then I visited RSG in Bangalore. I visited RSG in Pune. Again, RSG in Hyderabad in 2024. And that's a seed for me, that no, I why can't I talk when I can share the knowledge that I have, or I have experienced, and that has catapulted uh, my personal growth outside my work. I was I'm honored to talk at Regional Scrum Gathering Dhaka. I know Dhaka. We went during the war period between India and Pakistan, the Operation Sindoor. Um,
Oh,
and then I spoke at different occasions, different forums, different agile forums, Agile Chennai, Agile Ahmedabad. I don't want to tell. Um, so this is I'm not telling I've been successful. What I'm saying is, as a forum was provided by Suresh and Vijay in 2024, and I'm glad I was able to use it. And thank you very much, Suresh, for giving us that forum. And I think Pramod said he requested everyone. No, I said you should attend RSG Hyderabad, and I will be there. So will Pramod, and I hope to see all 100 of
yeah,
you
of
there,
course. Yes, yes, yeah.
right? Um, so that's it. RSG Hyderabad again. I'll just repeat one more time before I go to the slides. RSG Hyderabad is my personal hero, um, my personal inspiration, right? With that, I think Pramod has already given um, some introduction about myself. 2 decades, no, I'm only 18 and a half, close to 19 years experience. So I'm very young, Pramod. You're making me feel old. Yeah,
18.5, I can validate as 12 or 20. 2 decades, it makes sense.
right.
Yeah. Mm.
And I was actually having a good sleep. And I use this tracker, and it always gave me 92, 95 plus sleep score till I attended the AI summit. And this particular talk is about the AI summit. I'm not here to give you any agile gyan. Sorry, agile gyan. You all are masters, I suppose. And I'm definitely not here to give any AI gyan. So with that, let me share my screen and get started. And I'm sure when I said I'm not here to give any AI gyan or agile gyan, some of you would have got disappointed. But that's fine. If you want AI gyan, I'm sure there are thousands of videos on YouTube who are a lot better than me, and I recommend you to go watch them. But I'm here to share my experience about the India AI Summit that happened at Bharat Mandapam. I'll be sharing my screen. Let me know. Please shout out once you see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I already spoke about the RSG Hyderabad being my hero, right? And I want to
So,
call, sorry,
sir, I'm not able to say, can you make it in presentation mode?
it is in presentation mode.
No, it is
It's not
for us,
coming
it
up.
is not, for us, it is the other one. Other screen is
Okay.
coming. Yeah.
Let me reshare. I guess I shared the file alone. I'll
Renganath, I
share my
understand
I'll
that
share my
people
entire
are not
screen.
able to join. So sorry, we have that limitation of 100 divers. We were not aware of that one. So who are first joined are inside, who are trying to join later, not able to join. Yeah. Yes, sir. Please share once again. Yeah.
I'll share my entire screen. That'll probably be better. How about now?
Coming up. No, still, now it's coming. Poof.
You're saying?
Yeah.
So I think I already said about how RSG Hyderabad is my personal hero, and I am sure it will inspire many of you, right? And yes, I used AI in creating all the images in this, but it has gone through multiple iterations to land what I want to say, right? And if you zoom in, there are humans on the left and robots on the right looking at the same door, right?
Mhm.
Um, Let me say good evening to everyone again. February of 2026, I attended the AI Impact Summit in Delhi. And I walked in expecting to learn about different AI tools. But I walked out with one question about my own role. Not because someone told me what my future is going to be, but because what I've observed there. I've observed the conversations that were happening at the Bharat Mandap. I've seen the energy that every booth carries. Every booth is given to some of the booths are huge for Google, Nvidia, Microsoft. I mean, I can actually relive all the uh, uh, relive my experiences as I'm speaking. Right, I saw the energy around those booths when people go there and ask them what are the tools that they are developing, what are the use cases that they're working on, what is the direction the entire community is taking. When I say community, I'm not talking about a community or agile community, but the software industry on a whole. Now, let me pause you there. And I intentionally said software because 95% of the booths there are software organizations, but there are 5% of the booths which are working for agricultural sector, how they can improve the efficiency in farming, right? And uh, there are pharmaceutical, there are medical, right? And the use cases just blew my mind away, right? Every conversation, every direction, every energy that I've seen there, everything pointed me to one uncomfortable truth. The definition of value is changing. And when value changes, roles change. We agilists call ourselves value agents, change agents, right? And when the value is changing, the roles will change. So today, in this in this webinar, I'm not, as I said, I'm not here to teach you any agile tools. I'm not here to teach you any AI tools. I'm here to share what shook me that day. And after day one, after of the AI summit, that night I did not sleep. And when I share my experience, and maybe what might shake you a little bit as well, right? So this is going to be a cold shower, and I want you to stay strong, stay with me for the next 20-25 minutes, right? The realization didn't start with the AI, it started within us or within me. We spent years building our expertise. We did a lot of certifications. We mastered the frameworks. I call myself master of uh, scaled agile, Scrum, Kanban, less, and I'm working on my own framework. We'll talk about it later. But the frameworks we mastered, the years of experience we gained, and we believed that these are the things that made us, and these are things that made us safe till now. But what if these are the things that are making us rigid? And as agilists, we talk about being nimble, being agile, but these are the things that are making us rigid. If you look at the quote on the screen right now, Alvin Toffler said, the illiterates of 21st century are those who cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. We have all learned everything around agile project management or whatever. If we are in it, if we are developers, and I hope some of us are developers, we have mastered some language, some tools, right? Are we are we ready to unlearn these, right? Because today the biggest risk is not lack of knowledge. There are so many no code environments which will build the agents, but the biggest risk today, it is the attachment to the old knowledge. And this is the threshold, and crossing it means letting go what once defined us. And I define myself as an agile coach, and I'm transforming myself as a leadership coach. But am I ready to let go what has defined me? I built my career in agile in the last 12 years. Am I ready to let it go? Are you ready to let go what has defined you till now? Right? And then something happened which made this very real. And on day two, I guess I don't remember exactly. I went to the Google booth. They said they are going to have a session. I took the time. I asked them who were the speakers. Right? I was at the summit early. 8:30. I was there. I did everything right. I went to a lot of booths, ensured that I am there at the Google session on time. In fact, I reached early. I was prepared. I even prepared some questions, to be very honest, but I couldn't even enter the Google session. Not because I was late. As I said, I was almost 7-8 minutes early. There was a literal human wall. There's no space to breathe. And standing there, I had this strange realization. Doing everything right is no longer enough in the current world. Let's take a quick poll. Pramod, by any chance, do we have the polls up? Or
No, I think we have
If
not
it's
had.
not there, it's fine,
Yeah.
right? I want to show of hands. There are 100 of us here. I'll ask a simple question. If your company
Yes, sir.
banned,
Sir, 1 second. Can you
sure,
stop sharing the screen and then
yeah, yeah,
hold?
sure, one moment. Where do I stop? It's here.
Yeah. Let me remove spotlight as well. So
Sure.
yeah, here you go.
So I'll read out the question. I hope that's okay.
Yep.
For that, I have to refer my notes 1 second because it's a poll. If your company banned human facilitators tomorrow, so people like me, people like you, people like most of us here, if our company bans human facilitators tomorrow, have two options. And those with option A, I want you to raise your hands. Right. I mean, I will assume those who are with option B will not raise the hand. Option A is teams would struggle to deliver value. So I'll repeat the question again. If our company banned human facilitators tomorrow, teams would struggle to deliver value is option one. And option two is teams would just switch to better tools.
Mm.
When I say better tools, there can be Teams, Microsoft Teams, or even there are tools which give the meeting summaries, all those things.
I think I just posted that in the chat as well. So people are
Okay,
polling in
sure.
the chat as well. Okay.
So I will repeat the question again. If your company banned human facilitators tomorrow, option A, teams would struggle to deliver value. If you agree with this, you will raise your hand. And option B, teams would just switch to better tools. Those tools can be agents, those tools can be meeting recording or whatever. Right? You might have seen so many things in your career. So I will give 10 more seconds. And there are good mix of A's and B's. Awesome. So
Okay. So I have a data.
you
As
have
of
data?
today.
Awesome. That's
Yes.
even better. Yeah.
I'll share with you. Okay. What is that happening is A is 19 people said A, 27 people said B. B means
I
now here 27 and 19.
Yeah, I want you to be very honest with yourself. There are 100 of us here. Take out five co-hosts, facilitators, 95 of us. This is your call. You can go ahead and share. I'll give you 10 more seconds. Yeah, I think, Pramod, if you can share the data
Yeah.
again, if it's okay.
Yeah. Now it's close 26-30. A is 26, B 30.
Fine, good. So it's like Democrat and Republican polls, right? Use right. Once Democrats will win, once Republicans. But what you have to see is there are good amount of people who thinks teams would just switch to better tools. No, if most teams would adapt without us, then I think we need to ask ourselves, are we enabling value? Or are we part of the system that AI will optimize away? I'm not judging you. I'm not eligible to judge anyone. This is just a reflection that I had on the day. And I want you to have this as a reflection, right? It's not going to, yeah. And this is something very funny happened there. I was at the Galgotia University's booth. Have you guys heard about the
Yes,
Galgotia
yes,
University
yes.
Yeah,
scam?
yeah, yeah, famous.
Yes, yes.
That was a
Yes.
famous
Yes,
famous
It
China.
was
scam.
actually.
Yeah,
I
everybody
was
know.
pleasantly surprised. Oh my God, a university in Delhi has developed a robo dog.
Mm.
And on that day, my cousin had a startup. He opened a booth there and he called me and said, Sudhindra, the dog is, before I even say that, he said Galgotia University is ousted. They were asked to move out of Bharat Mandapam immediately. And this is where things got even more uncomfortable for me. You might have heard about this, right? I mean, they showcased that a robot dog. It looked futuristic. I actually saw. It was very impressive. It looked advanced. But later, when I read the news, it turned out to be a basic mechanical toy that you can buy in you can buy on any e-commerce site in China. It turned out to be something basic with synthetic skin. It wasn't intelligence. It wasn't intelligent. It was pre-programmed to do some steps, some stunts, and it was doing. It was an illusion. And honestly, that exactly what many organizations are doing today. And correct me if I'm wrong. How many of us, when I say us, not just the 100 of us here, you look at the teams in your organization, you look at your organization itself, right? How many of us are adapting AI on the top of existing processes? We have the same workflows, same approvals, we have the same delays, but just better tools. And we call it AI transformation. It's nothing but decoration. And the danger is we start believing that the illusion is true. A quick hands up, how many of us are just doing uh, AI transformation on the top of existing or AI sticker work on the top of existing processes? And you can raise your hands. Only like 2 seconds you have.
I think 100%. Yeah.
Most of it,
Mm.
right? And then comes the part that was hard to ignore. Actually, I want to clarify something important. There is a narrative that AI is replacing people, and many of us, I don't know about the rest of the 99 people here, I am super scared, right? I want to, but is AI actually replacing people? That's not entirely accurate. In many cases, companies are restructuring to invest more in the AI infrastructure. To be very honest, the recent Oracle one also, right? Oracle had recently had the most profitable um, quarter that they ever had.
Mm.
Then why did they fire 30,000 people across the globe? When they have to invest a lot in AI in the current year, especially in 2026, when they have to buy compute, when they have to buy GPUs, when they have to buy the data systems, when they have to buy the memory, all these have exponentially risen in terms of cost, and that requires massive capital. And where do you think the money comes from? Where can they optimize the cost? So AI replace jobs. Sometimes it is jobs were reduced to accelerate AI adoption, not AI replacing the jobs already. Now think about the implication, right? I'll, Pramod, this is the second poll, right? I want again everyone to be very honest and truthful. In a world where there are 20 people converting into one team member, that means 19 members getting replaced with AI, be it developers, testers, project managers, scrum master, anyone. In a world of 1:20, where do you see yourself?
Yes, the
Are you
poll
that?
option.
Are you
Sorry,
that? Sorry.
the poll option is enabled. Sorry, SR. This is Suresh.
No problem, Suresh.
We can
If
run
it is,
the poll now. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I launched it.
There's a second poll, and you can take 30 seconds.
I hope all of you can see visible the poll, right? Is it correct?
Yeah, we can see.
Yeah, we
we
can
can.
see the poll.
And I know I want everyone to be optimistic, but I want you to share what you currently fear about.
I think we'll extend it for another
10
10
more
seconds.
seconds. 10 more
because
seconds,
we have
because I
got
see good participation.
57, 59 participants.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll end the poll
I
now.
think we'll
Thank you,
start.
guys.
Yeah, we'll end it.
So I'll share the result as well.
Yeah. So 33, that's 55% saying we are the one that are providing strategic direction, and 45% saying executing work that can be automated, right? Now, it's not fear, just keep in mind, it's about positioning, because every role will not disappear. And a lot of people would have said this to you in a lot of agile conferences, especially. They say we are people, right? We work with people that AI cannot do that. AI cannot do it now in today's world, and not immediately in the near future. But keep in mind, every role, including ours, including the housekeeping people at the office, every role will be redefined. And the question that you should ask yourself is, where do we reposition ourselves? We can close the poll. I hope you can see my screen, right?
Yes, we can see
Right?
that. Yes.
Yeah. So we have been measuring agility using execution metrics. Um, I I want you to leave this message in the chat. What metrics do you currently track for your Scrum teams? Or if you are a developer, if you're not a Scrum Master, what metrics your Scrum Master tracks for your team? Quick 20 seconds. So I'll just read the chat. Dora, okay. Burn up, burn down. Flow quality, predictability, burn down, flow metrics, velocity, favorite for many. Okay. Burn down. Okay. I think that's enough. Right. So what do you understand from these metrics? I want to, if anyone want to quickly unmute once. And what do you understand from these metrics?
Metrics understanding the behavioral of the process.
Right.
Actually, with this,
So,
we understand that how the team is working, how we are moving towards our sprint goals.
okay. Now, thank you. Thank you for your answers. All these are execution metrics. Am I right? All
Yeah.
of them, most of them. Right? We've been measuring the agility using execution metrics only till now. But AI changes the equation completely, because execution is no longer at scarce. It's at abundance. In my previous organization, we had a project where we gave 2.5 years as a scope timeline to deliver the entire scope. And once we started Copilot, Trust me, because we had a legacy code, we had to understand the code, and then we had to modernize it. We gave 2.5 years timeline. And we brought in Copilot. What do you think is a new timeline? 3 months. To be very honest, it was 5 sprints. It's not even 3 months. Because execution is at abundance. So what becomes scarce in that case? Earlier execution wasn't scarce. So what becomes scarce now? It's the decision making. It's a prioritization. When I say prioritization, we're not talking about sprint backlog prioritization. It's about prioritizing at portfolio level what gives the organization value, what generates value, what generates revenue. And that is also closely linked with strategic clarity. Right? That's why Agile is no longer execution speed. It is the decision velocity. And I want everyone to understand this decision velocity, write it down, and go back to your organization tomorrow and see how you can improve decision velocity. And trust me, that will transform your role. Right? And looking at the screen, you see that 1% and 95%. Right? What is happening here is a few months ago, I think I'll tell you a story. I was working with a team and 2 people approached me with the same problem. One person used AI to write 20 user stories in 10 minutes. Fast, efficient, clean output, right? User stories format was amazing, filled acceptance criteria, definition of ready, definition of done. He also bulk uploaded it in Jira, all of it in 10 minutes. The second person in the same team, he also used AI, but for something different, right? He used AI not to write stories, but to challenge whether these stories should exist in the backlog. Do we need this feature? What problem are we solving? And is there a simpler way? And in about half an hour debate between these two, I was astonished. Out of the 10 stories that were created, only 4 were left. 60% were removed. So the first person increased output. The second person increased value. And here is a shift. AI rewards execution right now. Every AI tool, Claude Code is simply a bomb now, right? Every AI tool is talking only about efficiency and no one is talking about value. What if you are the one who is talking about the value? Right? Organization rewards judgment. Keep that in mind. So the question is not how fast you can do your work using AI. And the real question is how often you eliminate unnecessary work. And that's the difference between an executioner and an orchestrator. Now underline this word orchestrator, right? Because earlier we spoke about decision velocity. Now we spoke about being an orchestrator, right? Underline this word and see how you can be an orchestrator. So using AI to do existing work faster. How many of us are using AI for um, doing existing work faster? I use AI for writing emails. I use AI um, for summarizing the meetings. Right? I think most of us do it. But when you are using AI for existing work, you become a commodity. Please keep that in mind. As I said, this talk is going to be a cold shower, so bear with me. Right? You might not feel comfortable sitting in this. Think I'm very pessimistic. Talk about it in some time. Right? So don't become a commodity, because what happens to commodities? They get optimized, they get replaced, and they get priced down. So the real shift is from doing to directing. Again, we spoke about orchestrating, we spoke about decision velocity, and now we are talking about directing. And all three things together takes us away from executing to orchestrating. So here is the rough roadmap that I am using, Sudhindra is using today to build my skills, right? And this is what is going to make my life more practical, because this is not theory. And as I said, this is what personally I'm implementing on day one, and assuming tomorrow is your day one or Monday is your day one. Some of you might be doing it already. If you're doing it good, on day one, use AI for one task. Refine user stories. If you're already using it for refining user stories and writing emails, do it for something else, a task that you have not started using AI, right? And you will do it for 5 days continuously, 5 different activities. 5 different activities. Take the simplest activity and use it. That completes 1 week. And on week one, week two, try structured prompting. All of us do prompting, right? How many of us are doing structured prompting? Are we aware what is structured prompting? Because if we don't structure our prompts, most of the data that comes out of any AI tool, be it ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, Gemini, is nothing but garbage in, garbage out. So try structured prompting. There are a lot of videos on YouTube or Udemy. A lot of organizations have prompt engineering as one of the, and someone might say prompt engineering is 2 years back. No, prompt engineering will be there throughout. So learn structured prompting and compare outputs from day to day. How your output changed from yesterday to today to tomorrow. Compare your own outputs. And within first 1 month, so on day one, you started using one prompt for a new task. In the first week, you started structuring your prompts. And in the first month, build a small workflow, right? It can be sprint summary generator. And if you're already using someone else generated one, no, you generate yours. Meeting insights, smaller use case. Don't go to anything complex. Within month one, you create the smallest use case possible. The goal of first 1 month is not expertise, but it is confidence. And I want you to write it down if required. On day one, you will use AI for one task that you have not used it for. In first week, you will go to structured prompting. In first month, you will build a small workflow. Because confidence build momentum. Now, but be very careful here, and being human beings, confidence can also create overconfidence. So please stay curious. Just because you built simple workflow doesn't mean we are superheroes, but we will become superheroes soon. So don't get overconfident. Now we are going little deeper. This is where things will start getting interesting. We started with day one, week one, month one. Now we are getting into 3 months. And this is where I want you to understand the data context. Get into data analytics a little bit. You don't want to go deeper. Trust me. Basics of data analytics. And if you have time, go little more. No. And the second thing I want to know, I want every one of us to know is knowing when AI is wrong. If you see every prompt you give, there is a subtext that you get. Chat GPT can do mistakes. Gemini can do mistakes. Have you read that?
Yep.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
So it is important for us to know when AI can get wrong. And trust me, sending that wrong data to your leadership. So be very careful. And The third most important thing I want to do within 3 months, and Pramod, if I'm taking more time, please stop me,
No problem.
is
I think it's very important.
identifying bias. Because the LLMs are wrote by humans, the agents are wrote by humans, and every human is biased, right? So you should identify bias. And doing these three things, understanding the data context, knowing when AI can go wrong, and identifying bias will help you eliminate the hallucination that AI gives. Right? Like, I'll give a small example. AI gives perfect looking outputs, but wrong business context. What if you identify that? And coming to 6 months timeline, now I want you to get into defining workflows, connecting tools, probably Jira and Confluence. These two are already connected. Probably Jira and Microsoft Teams. Right? You go ballistic. Be creative. Connect the tools which influence decisions using AI instances, insights to influence product direction. Now, I want you to be very honest here. I want to be very honest here, and you can be very honest with me also. That this is my path, and your path can be different. It varies from your experiences, from the background you come. If you have a developer background, you will have a different path. Testing background, different path. Business analyst, different path. Right? If you want to explore this together, actually, I joined with two other, and I think two of them are here, or they might be out waiting to join. Right? We started group study, and if you want to join the group study, we can collab and study, right? Because the AI is too big for to figure out individually. If you figured out, help us. I'll be very happy to be your student, right? Before we go to the next slide, promote the third poll.
Yeah, I'm sending it out.
And this is where I want you to be ultra honest.
I don't know, like I'm not able to launch that one.
When was the last time you fundamentally changed? I can read it out, Pramod.
No, I'm launching it now.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah. Please take 30 seconds only. I think I'm talking too slow and I'm eating Pramod's time.
How you work? I think I have not done. Huh?
I mean, there's a difference, right? What
Yeah.
is the role you're playing?
In any role. See, you are a Scrum Master.
I
Yeah, in
I
any
got
role.
into that Zoom meeting here. Somebody's talking there.
If
I don't
you
see.
have a question, if you don't have a question, can you please unmute? Sorry, mute yourself.
I did that. Yeah, did.
Yeah, thank you. I think this is enough, Pramod.
Okay, I'll stop this one.
Yeah.
So,
So I'll call it 50-50.
let me share the result back. 54-46. That's almost similar that way.
Yeah,
I'm not
50-50.
very sure. See, when you say fundamentally changed how you work, I don't think 50% of people fundamentally changed. Anyway, that's
But let's go with their
observation.
answers,
That's correct. Yeah.
right?
Mm.
And I will say 50-50.
Mm.
When 50% fundamentally changed, I'm actually pleasantly surprised. I'm very happy for them, right? So if it has been more than 3 months back that you have not changed your work fundamentally, that means we are on the verge of getting disappeared. And I don't want you to get scared here, please, right? This is our time to be aware. So, and this is the first step to change. First, we have to know where we stand before taking a step towards change, right? So if you look at this screen, if you're looking at the screen, Amit, you have a question?
Mr. Chaman, you raised the hand for a, okay, I think so.
No.
Yeah, continue, yes, sir.
Sure. Yeah, if you're looking at the screen, right? Again, I want to share a story that happened recently. A leader, in fact, engineering director, right? In one of the sprint plannings, he joined us and asked why a particular feature is taking so long, right? Why do you want 2 weeks to deliver it? And the team, I think most of our teams are like that, right? They said we have 2 hours of sprint planning. Every day we have backlog, daily scrum. We have backlog refinement two times in the sprint. We have review cycles. We have approvals, all these things. Then he asked this, if AI can build this in 2 hours, why are you taking 2 weeks to decide? There was silence in the room. But more than silence, there was discomfort in the room. The moment changed the conversation because suddenly the problem was not the execution, but the problem is decision delay. And he immediately said, go ahead, use Copilot, and I want to see this demo tomorrow. So that's when it hit me, right? Are we optimizing the wrong things? Because we are trying to optimize the delivery into 2 week sprint. And we were very proud that time that every 2 weeks we are going into production. Everyone in the team is aware about story points. Everyone is aware about velocity, processes. But remember, the world is moving towards decision speed, learning speed, adaptation speed. And these are not just metrics, these are signals of survival. Because in the future, no one will ask how many stories did you complete. Rather, they will ask how fast did you make the right decision, right? And this one thing as a agile coach, and I want every one of us to celebrate this with your team. When someone in your team identifies the risk faster, celebrate it, right? And that is a very big improvement that you can bring to your team, right? So these are not just metrics, these are signals for relevance, signals for survival, but underline these: how fast can we decide, how fast can we learn, how fast can we unlearn, how fast can we relearn, and how fast can we adapt, right? Again, I want to add these points, right? Sorry,
We cannot hear you, Surendra.
I think I lost the connection. Okay.
Oh.
I think there was an audio issue. So I have highlighted one important point in each and every arm that you see on the screen right now. Kill one commodity task. Start one value experiment. Identify one strategic bottleneck. Commit to one technical skill. Don't get into too many things and get overwhelmed. And that's what I've done. I started learning Python. I started learning Java. And I was like, oh God, it's too overwhelming. So I said Java, started learning Python. And it's one of the easiest language to learn, trust me. And define your reinvention journey. And these are all things that I want you to write yourself. I wish I can show the board that I have. I have a Kanban board for myself, right? Write down in detail what is one task that you're going to kill. What is that something that you're going to start? What is one thing that you're going to study bottleneck that you're going to identify? What is that you're learning? How are you redefining yourself? And track your progress, right? And I think that's where my talk ends. But before we go, right, I want to add one more thing, right? I want to leave with something exciting. Over the last 2.5 years, I've been working on I don't want to call it a framework, but something that will reshape the GCCs, the way they operate, right? No, it's not from delivery center to a strategic engine. It's something that helps them speed up the decision making, better value alignment, stronger connection with their headquarters. And I'll be unveiling this at the RSG Hyderabad in July. And I genuinely hope to see all of you there. And I want to close by saying one thing. At, this is not, it'll be repetitive. This talk is not about AI. This is about all of us. It's about our ability to adapt, our ability to unlearn, to redefine ourselves. Because the question is not, will AI change things? Because that's already happening. The real question is, will we change along with it? In the era of AI, do not forget to be a human, because that is our edge, that is our core skill for any Scrum Masters. Pramod, with that, I know that's the QR for my LinkedIn page. Please stay connected, follow me. I'll be unveiling the GCC accelerator soon. I'm open for questions, Pramod.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Surinder sir, can we see the previous slide? Sorry for requesting.
No problem.
Yeah, thanks.
And calling me sir makes me feel older. Huh?
No issues. You are very young champion.
I'm young, very young.
Yeah, thank you. You can stop sharing screen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's a wonderful.
I think I took
thing.
more time. Sorry, Pramod.
No, I think it's
because
very interesting. Actually, you said very, very fundamental things for everyone has to know and understand. I'm sure. I think I did not realize that, it's time is flight. So great. So let's to open up. Let's take a 10 minutes Q&A. I know there are a lot of questions I do have, but I'll keep my position as a moderator now here. So any questions, anybody, please raise the hand if you wanted to ask questions. Yes, Sanjay, go ahead.
Yeah, Surendraji, you have touched upon so many aspects of AI and the future. We would like to know, whatever we spoke, everything was new to us. It was totally mind-blowing conversation. But now we are worried, how do we continue on the same path and keep questioning, asking, like you touched upon so many things, prompt engineering and, structured writing of the prompts. That is also something new to us. So we want to, like, we are scared and excited both. It's a mixed feeling. So we would like to know, how do we keep in touch?
Connect with me on LinkedIn, right?
Okay,
And if you
sure.
want to join the study groups, I'm sure you are already part of some amazing study groups. You can do that. But if you don't want to be part of any study group, that's also fine. Focus on, as I said, one technology. Don't get into too many things. If you want to learn Python, Python is an ocean.
Okay.
Right? You don't have to swim the entire thing. A Python scripting which helps AI, Gen AI, I'm not talking about entire AI, you can learn that in 1 day, 5 hours. So even if you space it half an hour every day, it should not take more than 2 weeks, man, or 1 weekend.
Sure.
And if I can learn, anyone can learn.
Sure.
So I can expand that if anyone has any question. Yeah.
I can see some of you people are leaving. So we have a very special announcement at the end of the QA. Please don't leave. Stay tuned. Okay, Gemini.
Yeah, hi Pramod, hi Sudhiran. First of all, a very great thank you for this session. It was very amazing. My question was about the GCC Value Accelerator initiative that you are doing. You mentioned in July. So it will be only at Hyderabad level or at a global level? Like
No, I will be unveiling it in RSG Hyderabad, because that's the forum that that I want to use it. But, hi, yeah, I remember you.
yeah.
But it is for GCCs. When I say GCC, any GCC across the globe, India has the majority of the GCCs. There are some GCCs in Europe, Singapore, Vietnam, Taiwan are also accelerating or trying to race with India for GCC. So any GCC can use it.
Okay,
I
okay.
will be unveiling it in Hyderabad, RSG.
I see, but it can be used by any
Anyone.
GC
Yeah,
thereafter.
absolutely.
So I'll connect with you on that separately, Sudhir, and I have something more to talk about. Thank
Great,
you.
thank
Sure.
you. Samir called.
Yeah, thanks, Pramod. Thank you, Sudhindra, for the presentation.
Thanks, Samir.
My question was about your emphasis on the data analytics, right? So I was curious because I've been working with data engineering teams. So how do I start my journey there, and how would it benefit me? Let's say in the near future, if I am not working with a data engineering team, but some other team like a front end team. So how is it still relevant for me?
Data is data, Samir. Now it is very close to you because you're working with data analytics team, right? When you have data, it's about how we read the data, right, and how we can extract value out of data. And when you work with front end teams, let's say, there's always a metric that helps you. One is probably A/B testing. The other one is how your UI is influencing decisions. All this is data, right? Understanding the value that is coming out of data will always help us in shaping, or when we are prompting, right? Your prompt or your expectation from the AI when you input the data is dramatically different. Rather than just saying analyze the Excel and give me your observations, you will go 2 layers deep, analyze the sales data or analyze the results of A/B testing that is coming out of the new design that we launched.
But then how do I position myself? Because essentially this is something the devs will be doing, right?
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about, orchestration, Samir. Because right now you have, let's say, 10 developers in your Scrum team, and I'm assuming you're a Scrum Master. If you're not, please tell me.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? Tomorrow, not tomorrow, there are already tools which will build the entire website with one prompt. Right? Do we need 10 developers?
Not really.
Yeah. So it'll become one developer. And there are 10, let's assume the organization has 10 different teams with 10 UI developers. That entire 10 teams, 100 people will become one 10-member team with 90 agents running. Then what is your role as a Scrum Master? Your role will become the orchestration. That means you are saying to the team that this is the value that we need to generate for the organization. And you will go and talk to the leadership that your results, the data says these are the decisions that will help us. And that's where understanding the data is important. And that's why the emphasis on data. When we use AI, it's a house, but when we use data and then use Gen AI, now our foundations are stronger. Please explore. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll explore this. If I have questions, probably I'll reach out.
Yeah,
Thank you for
please
that.
explore, and I want you to explore. And trust me, Samir, and everyone, I might not have all the answers for everything because I'm also in the process of reinventing myself. Right? So I will learn. When you ask a question, I might not know, but I will promise I will do the research, learn, and then probably answer.
Got it. Thank you, Sudhindra. Thank you, Samir, for the question. Before going to the next question, I know since people are leaving the session, I just wanted to highlight you. If you go to the RSG Hyderabad website, we can see that early bird option is available now. Super early bird is closed, already sold out, and early bird is available. Now you have a special, a special discount coupon code for you. I just put it in the chat, like, we have 10% discount for early bird. This is only exclusively for these participants, right? So whoever, I mean, like, I will take up Sudhindra's words, like it's a must join program. So please grab that opportunity. Yes, over Manika Vasagam.
Thanks for the section given for the. I have one doubt. We can make a creation for the Copilot for the users acceptance story or clearance, or we can separately create any agent tools. We can do this one.
Sorry, can you come again?
Yeah, in as per Copilot, we can do for the story creations as well as accepted criteria. We can create it, or we can create a tool agent. We can create like this.
Oh, we have a Copilot directly gives.
Oh,
If you want to
Copilot.
create an agent, that will be more specific to your use case.
Use cases. So the Copilot will be more specific as per the commitments. It will know. We want more digment, more refinement. We can do better this for agent. Correct.
See, every AI tool gives that. But why I said Copilot, because within the organization, they are accustomed or they have licensed Copilots. And Copilot is also coming up with 2 agents. If you should reach out to your leadership for that, one is analyst, one is researcher. I just witnessed it yesterday, and they're I don't know how to express it.
Thank you so much for because you're sharing a lot of good news. Because
Yeah.
I want to learn a lot of things. So I will update it on the AI as per your guidance. Thank you so much.
One is Copilot researcher, one is Copilot analyst.
Sure. And ChatGPT same they're using that. They're also both there. So Copilot, I understand the new things, so I will implement it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Suresh, you have a question or you want a comment?
I don't have a question, but I just wanted to because someone was talking about GCC and I'm really excited for SR because this is good information for everyone here. And SR is going to launch something really, really exciting. I know India is a GCC capital, Hyderabad especially, going in that direction for the last few years. Hyderabad already has several GCCs. And this is a great stuff that is coming our way from Sudhindra in the RSG conference. So I thought I'll just remind all of you guys to be there if you are in Hyderabad, and not just in Hyderabad, but if you are anywhere in India, this is a conference to go because there are so many great things happening out there. Personally, I am a big follower and big attendee of conferences for last 12 years. And trust me, this is how I grew personally. So RSG has given his examples. I had traveled to several countries to attend conferences and invested money from my own pocket, and it's really worth it. So, don't think that you are in Hyderabad. You are not in Hyderabad. You are in Delhi, Mumbai, Bangalore, Chennai, or New York. It doesn't matter because these conferences are very rare, and you will see great things happening in the conferences. And I hope some of you have watched that video. We have invited a lot of great authors, coaches, trainers, CEOs. Even our Bollywood celebrity was there last time. So this time we are going to have something very similar. And within that, SR, I'm looking for your
I'm
GCC stuff out there. So as much as everyone is excited, Vijay and myself are so much excited. So
thank you.
I'm actually working with various GCC heads in Hyderabad. I want to go to other cities also, taking their feedback and then refining it as we speak. Oh, there is no day I slept before 2 a.m. and it's all adrenaline rush whenever, if you know what I mean. And
thank you.
And I want to tell you, I think Suresh, correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is the only RSJ this year, so that's why I want to use this as I want to use this forum to launch.
Correct. Our Pune RSG also got cancelled for some reason.
Right. Yeah, this is the only regional Scrum gathering in India this year, and it's a good opportunity. And I see Pramod has just posted some interesting surprise there, so hopefully all of you are able to check it out. Usually, Hyderabad conferences are like 50% lesser cost than other global conferences that we see. And on top of that, Pramod has given some more. So thanks, Pramod. Hopefully, it will be helpful for all of us.
Thank you. Yes, we have 2 last questions and we'll complete it and then we'll end up. Thank you for staying long. Like, you have got really good crowd even now. Shankar, go ahead and your question.
Thanks, Esa, for the nice topic to be discussed. Just I wanted to understand. See, I work as a service delivery manager in Utunga Technologies. Okay, a week before, one of my client has came with some of the detailed one of the chat to be prepared for Chat GPT and other like Chat GPT. We wanted to one. system voice recognition and give the inputs and outputs for that one. When the customer asks that, my team has asked like we need at least 15 days to get the complete information, because we have to give some inputs for that, and then only we'll be able to give review and do it out of. But as you mentioned that Copilot, we have, when we also use that Copilot and we pushed some of the data, it has given like it might take around 6 hours or 7 hours to train all the data. But when it comes for decision making and who will be authorized and who will be doing all those things, customers also bit scared, because when he wanted to ask the questions, those are some internal questions from our customer Honeywell, to be precise. He was asking the same question: if I'm giving the business data or user context or some of the engineering data to the Copilot, will that be safe for us to for the further future investments or anything? Just wanted to understand your point of view in that.
Okay, now keep one thing in mind, Shankar. A lot of us, what we are doing, when there is a request, you go to GPT, any GPTs, GPT throws some output, we take it and execute. No, that is the biggest mistake most of us are doing. When I say GPT, you can add Copilot to that list. What is important is, as I said, and the entire transformation happened in 5 sprints. But Copilot gave a different estimate. I didn't tell you that because it did not come at that time. For a story, for each story, Copilot's estimates were at least 7-8 times more than what actually took.
Yep.
Right?
Correct.
Even for the humans.
Yeah,
and
correct.
when we combine humans and Copilot, and it's a miracle. So consider your brain as one LLM, and it is, right? We interact with Copilot every day. The Copilot is learning, and your brain is also learning constantly that, okay, this is the kind of outputs your GPTs are giving. And based on history, these are the places it might go wrong. And that's what I have mentioned in one of the slides, that identify where AI is going wrong. And based on that, there should always be a human decision layer between co-pilots and humans, and co-pilots and the team, and the customers or the clients, or whoever we call, right? And we should always take with that asterisk that this is coming out of Copilot. We are still analyzing. And if you have analyzed, awesome. Otherwise, I always admit that this is directly coming out of Copilot and this needs refinement.
Yeah, correct. What you have mentioned is perfect. It has given 6 to 6.5 hours of estimation to build that voice automated input and output data. And when my team has given that, it was around 8 days of time period, 8 working days of time period. Then we both combined. We told to customer that, okay, give us some time, some more time. Let us analyze these things, because we cannot directly trust on the Copilot and we can't give the deadlines for those things. So we have given the timeline around 6 days, 5 to 6 days of time period, so that we were able to run that show as per the design time and schedule. So it was quite a disappointment also, because it was not up to that mark. So we're still building and running on that.
That's fine. So you used Copilot probably from 8, you reduced to 6 days. And when the team uses Copilot for the next use case, the 6 will become 4, 4 will become 2.
Yep.
And all I will say is, don't get scared with this speed, but we have to evolve along with it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Shankar.
Thank you, sir.
Before everyone goes, right? I see there is a 30% drop already. Before everyone goes, I'm an agilist. I live on feedback. Please share your feedback with Pramod, and that will really help me.
Sure. Thank you. And yeah, Sheena. Okay, Nagarajan, can you go ahead with the question?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Sheena. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I just have a doubt here, Ravindra. It's like, my organization is pushing on us to give the report on how much is the AI usage by individual developers. And it's kind of, Jira, they're expecting, I am a Scrum Master, they're expecting me to get that report so that they want to analyze how effectively the developers are using the AI in their day-to-day work. So I somehow feel that this is something which the developers won't. I mean, we will not get the exact things from the Jira because it's like, you just do up your estimation over there. So what is the best tool that you think that, I as a Scrum Master can utilize to get that?
Okay, I'm not going to answer your question, Sheena, but what I will say is this. When your organization, when your leadership asks to give you a data, I want you to ask a question like, what are you intending to do with the data? Because most of the times they don't know what they are doing.
Correct.
So please ask. There is a good possibility that they are asking to help developers in increasing their AI usage, Copilot usage. And if that is the case, go ahead and share after talking to your developers. But organization wants data, they will somehow pull it. That's a hard reality. That's where you have to talk to your developers and say that this is the new way of working. What did you do when COVID entered into the room? Humans quickly evolved into work from home machines.
Correct.
So we will all adopt, we will all evolve. There will be resistance, but that's our role. So talk to the leadership, ask them, understand why they're asking such data. Not just AI usage, any data. If someone is asking, don't come and start giving data, but it's always good to ask why. And this is what I ask the interviewers when they ask me what metrics are good. I know what are you intending to do with the metrics? Ask. And to the team, you say that this is the usage that the leadership is expecting. So how we can get better and use the retrospectives as one of the forums for that. Sheena. So what tools? I don't know. Sorry
Okay.
if I didn't answer your question.
That makes sense. I have another question to Pramod. Pramod, I've already registered for RSGM and I see there's 10% discount here. But when you have already registered, you can't go for this 10% discount,
Oh,
right?
you must have got early bird. You must have got better price than Safina. Okay.
No, I just went with the early bird thing, so it is like more than
You
what
did
I see
awesome,
here.
Sheena. I'm really proud of you.
Great,
I hope
thank
to
you.
see you there.
Tina, probably
Yeah.
that's the reason that you got the invite as well. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Nagaraj,
Thank
quick
you.
question. Okay, we are running.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
take.
Hi, sir. I
So
had
we'll
a
take
similar
only
question on.
1 second. We'll take only 2 questions, Rajshekhar and Nagaraj and Jankanath.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had a similar question on AI. I'm a Scrum Master, so my organization is pushing us to use AI. So, what are the top 5 tools we can use as Scrum Masters?
So right now, Nagraj, are you using Jira or
Yes,
Azure DevOps?
Jira.
If you're using Jira AI is the best tool.
Okay.
Okay. You can ask your organization to give you access to Jira AI. Jira AI has a lot of built-in agents.
Okay.
Okay. But while Jira AI has built-in agents, I also want you to write basic. That's what I'm saying. I said in the previous slide that there might be tools already, but you experiment on your own. That you can use Google Colab, VS Code to write small agents for your. And the second thing I will request you to do is, this is not directly AI, fully AI, but Power BI.
Right.
To showcase, to bring value out of the data that is there in Jira. I asked you this question because using Jira is a lot easier compared to Azure DevOps.
I know.
Yeah, and I use Azure DevOps. It's a pain. It's good, but it's pain.
Yeah. I mean, since I'm working in the banking domain, there are a lot of restrictions. So just trying to understand how can we effectively use those tools.
So Jira AI, if you use, your data will not be used for training the AI models. It is confined to your data.
Apart from Jira, any other tools you think of we can use?
Since you are in banking domain, I want you to be very cautious at each and every step. Ask your
Yes.
compliance team whether you can use a particular tool or not.
Correct.
Everything, every random thing, they might get irritated. Like, why are you coming to me, Nagraj, for everything? But it's okay. Go
Yeah.
and ask
Yeah.
them. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah. 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 Thank you.
Got it.
Because a lot of AI tools will use the
Got it.
data to train their LLMs.
Yeah. It's
Be careful.
restricted as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
True.
Thank you. Last question, Rajshekhar.
Yeah, my question is same only actually because AI is basically learning and refining the answers every time. So is it safe to use the AI? That's what I was about to ask, but you already.
So, Rashekar, very careful. Unless you learn proper structured prompting, it's all the stuff coming out of AI is garbage.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, sure.
Great, guys. Thank you so
Thank you.
much for.
Please share your feedback. I'll with Pramod,
I
I'll
would
be
really take a minute to share your feedback right now. Maybe we'll have a LinkedIn post as well. You can share it for that one. Anyway, we'll be recording this session and we'll sharing with you as well, whoever, because I think Suresh, we have find like quite a few people could not join today, so we'll see that. Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Really appreciate joining.
Thank you all.
Thanks,
Thank
Pramod,
you.
for giving this
Thank you.
opportunity.
Thank you.
Thank you,
thank
sir.
you.
Thank you.
And I
Thank
hope
you,
to see
sir.
you at RSG Hyderabad.
Yeah,
Sure. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Sudhindra. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, adaptability, ready items are not enough. So sometimes PO creates work for the teams. I'm just reading the comments, Pramod.
Okay. Got it. Yeah. Let me stop recording.
Not got into structured prompting yet. Please get into structured prompting.